Where's the beef?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the third episode of the podcast. I'm your host, Brandon, and joining me today, I have a very special guest, the man, the myth, the legend, TJ Pfeiffer.
Hello.
And as usual, I have my very good friends, Jonas and Zach.
Hello. How's it going?
Not too bad. How's it going with you guys?
Pretty good.
Really good.
Really good?
Yeah.
Why
No,
not?
just regular.
Oh.
Just regular.
No, I'm just...
I'm sorry.
God,
Yeah.
I bring you
I'm
on
still-
here out of the kindness of
Hey,
my heart.
listen.
and
Do you want to
lied.
know what I did today?
What did you do?
I'll tell you.
All right.
I rearranged the files on my desktop.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's
Pretty good.
Want to brag?
I mean,
Virtual desktop management is just as important as real desktop management, so...
Correct.
hell
Thank
yeah.
you.
Hell yeah. So we've got a couple topics we want to cover with my boy TJ today. He's arguably one of the most creative and self-made people that I know, and given that he's completed so many projects and brought so many of his ideas to life successfully, we just kind of want to pick his brain on that and see, what goes on in the mind of TJ Pfeiffer. But before we get into that, I do want to do a quick plug. Shout out to Caleb and Dan from the Netflix and Swill podcast. You can find them on iTunes. I know I talked about them last episode, but I completely fucking forgot to say that they were on iTunes because I'm an idiot. But yeah, if you like hearing about drinking bad alcohol and watching bad movies, then that's the place to be. So
Hell yeah.
check them out if you enjoy either of those things.
Maybe one day we'll be on iTunes.
Hey,
Soon.
Maybe.
Coming soon.
Get on iTunes after we get thumbnails that don't look like butthole.
Hey, my thumbnails are damn good. I'm cooking up one right now. It's gonna, knock your socks off.
Yeah, in like a nuanced avant-garde fucking the internet is a horrible place kind of way.
Yeah, I draw my inspiration from, Salvador Dali and, MS Paint.
And like gutter trash.
Yeah, that too.
I mean,
It's a mix. It's a healthy medium in between the two.
You guys got to get on Tidal.
oh shit, that's right. I forgot
Oh.
about Tidal. We gotta get that Kanye West and Jay-Z
You've
money.
got to get on Tidal.
Gotta get that Jay-Z.
We gotta get Jay-Z to discover us.
True.
We gotta go to New York and take our podcast to the streets. Maybe he'll help us out.
As I knock my microphone over. Anyway. So, yeah, so TJ, you've since I met you started with Teach Tuesdays, and then
Oh, yeah.
that evolved into Room 133, and then led into Batman, and then you did your liberal arts show, and you got to college, and now you're making another musical, Abduction, which I'm very impressed and excited to hear about. So,
Thank you.
How do you do it? Essentially, what is your motivation, and what do you do in order to bring your ideas to life the way you do?
First, I have to make a sacrifice. Usually human. I usually just, honestly, the last couple projects, I was thinking about this, I actually thought of, the medium first, and then the idea, meaning, even as far back as 133, where it's okay, let's do a web series, what's the web series going to be about, rather than starting with the idea.
Right.
And same thing with Abduction, same thing with Liberal Arts, which is the web series that I did in college, which was just I wanted to know more TV people, TV majors, and I wanted to get more experience with cameras and things like that. So I knew I wanted to do a web series, and then I came up with what would click into that idea. And then with Abduction, I wanted to do a musical and to know more musical theater people in the city. So I thought, what would make a good musical? So yeah, I haven't been struck with a concept and then tried to work it into a medium. I've kind of gone the other way.
Right.
For me, that's just me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like, where do you draw a majority of your inspiration to get through these projects? Where do you find inspiration to get the start?
Well, for abduction, it was so hard because I knew the tone and I knew the kind of humor I wanted, but I could not figure out like the setting or I lived like the main device of the show. So I went through like there's this thing at Second City. It's called the list of 10. If you're stuck in an idea, you make just a giant list of like 10 or more things, and hopefully maybe one of the 10 will be like a little bit good. So I was doing a million lists, and everything sucked. And so I was like, I'm just gonna shut my brain off and watch Netflix. And I put on the Twilight Zone, and there was this one episode called "The Monsters Are Due on Maple Street."
Oh yeah.
And like the minute I shut my brain off, the idea kind of came to me. So I think it's really about not forcing it. And that whole thing was over like a month of trying to think. So like the moment I stopped thinking about it, it came. So
that's an interesting point.
Yeah, I think not overthinking it is key.
Right.
Definitely. I would definitely say that. Because I always find in my projects, or, you know, the things I try to start, I can never really... I overthink it way too much, and it's just plaguing my mind for days at a time, and eventually I bring myself down with all the... I always jump to the negatives, long-term negatives of said project. I'm just like, it's not even worth it, so I just give up without even starting. That's a big problem that I have.
Even with like school projects and stuff, I know that's not really creative things, but like a big paper that I will just get so wrapped up in my own mind about it and like overcomplicate it 10 times over.
Yeah.
You just have to like simplify it and think, like just not think about it for like a day. I really find it helps me a lot.
I'm just fat and lazy. That's a problem.
Let's make that the theme of this episode.
Hell yeah.
Brandon's fat and lazy.
I mean, that's the theme of every episode, dude. I don't know if you've been listening, but... Granted, we only have one out, and then the next one after... The second one's a mess, but... You know.
Don't tell them that! It's good. It's a good episode. It's a great episode.
I mean, we had...
Well, they'll have already listened to it by this one.
That's true. I mean, we had Jake on there.
Jake.
Leap line. Couldn't resist. Anyway, I would love to. I mean, hey, if he starts working at Fox News, I'd love to have him on.
I mean, Roger Ailes is fired, so
True.
it is his time to shine.
He can become the Jesus Christ at Fox News. God, I wish I could be happy like him about anything.
You were just gonna say.
I wish I could be happy.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Well, actually, speaking of news, why don't we talk about the big project that you had and also Brandon was a part of for a majority of the morning news when we went to high school, room 133. Let's hear about that.
More like the morning poo, am I right?
Brandon!
Woo! Anyway.
Brandon, you still got it.
I
hope you don't mind me saying that.
You set him up, I knock him down.
You say morning news, I'm going to say morning poos.
Exactly. But
yes, we were approached by the vice principal of our high school.
The big man himself.
Don't mean to brag. And he asked us to do a video series about bullying, so we did a video series not about bullying.
And then shoehorned in
3 years.
messages for the first 2 seasons.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was fun, and some episodes were really bad, and some were really good, and but we had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And,
that's what's important.
Yeah, and I think it definitely made the mornings interesting for the school, even if people
definitely
liked them or not. They had to watch them.
I just wish we had enough time to watch them.
That's right.
Our room was always so short we can never finish the full episodes.
Yeah. But then that crazy thing happened literally like a week after we graduated and stopped making them. The first episode went like Reddit viral.
Oh yeah, it did.
It was
page of our videos for a while.
Yeah, so this weird boost, and we got like 25,000 views like a month after we stopped doing it. So
damn,
that's weird, but kind of fun to see.
And they're on YouTube right now. You can go watch them.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Go watch me be awkward.
You yeah, you had a lot of sex scenes, Brandon.
I did.
So.
So many. I mean, you know, it was tough sometimes to get into it, but
yeah,
you know,
I kept saying, "Bring me hotter girls," and we kept trying to get more and more hot girls, and you just would not work with us.
You know, I have a very specific taste, and you guys just, I mean, you tried. I'll give you that, but
I've been known to like them.
You know, I think if there's one thing I miss out of all of that is that I miss Chris.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I have not talked to him in a long time, and I feel bad.
Yeah. Is he in Philly?
I thought last I talked to him, he was in Georgia.
Wow, he's on the move. Maybe Steve Crawford went to Philly.
That's probably, yeah.
Who knows? Time will tell.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, it was really, we did it like every week, so that's kind of where I started to learn that I wanted to do stuff with TV and film, and learned how to write scripts and learned how to try to attempt to lead a group of people that aren't focused.
At all.
And just want pizza.
Yeah, pretty much. I feel like that's most of the reason that like a lot of people showed up.
That's the only reason I do anything, honestly.
Oh, true. I mean, I'm about to order pizza right now. I don't know about you.
Well, there you go. Even today, pizza is still primary motivation in all our lives.
That's correct.
So from room 133, you kind of drew a lot of, you kind of found what you wanted to do, your desire, what you wanted to do with your life, what kind of, what you found what your passion is.
Yeah, and Batman and the musicals we did as well kind of had my dual interests.
Batman was a thing that happened.
It sure was. And the other, I directed Seussical and Annie too. And even like the regular musicals, even though I wasn't directing them, were still shaped my path, I think. Right, Brandon?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
Okay, great. What would you say is your biggest, like... Oh, shit, I don't know how I want to word this. Like... I'm probably just gonna, like, cut all this pausing out.
Fear?
Not necessarily, like... what's your best method, I would say, for overcoming challenges? Because, I mean, okay, like, for example, with Batman, how, you know, we didn't know that Alan was going to be moving a desk all summer, and...
Yeah, I think 5 people or 6 people quit, which is, like, pretty high, when the cast is, like, 13 people.
Yeah, so what would you say is your best method of dealing with...
Well, I learned a lot, because the method then was to, like, hyperventilate and throw up. Because it was Wednesday of the show week, we opened on Friday, and our Catwoman, who has a Gigundo part in the show, quit on Wednesday morning. So I literally threw up. That's all I got that, Brandon.
Jesus.
So just throw up if you're scared. But I really learned a lot of coping. And we just got really lucky to find a girl that was willing to, like, memorize the whole part in 2 days and stuff. But
yeah, that was fucking crazy.
Yeah, but yeah. So anytime I see somebody who's in, like, a leadership position, whether it's like a school project or a new director in a play, and they're, like, scrambling around everywhere, I'll be like, oh yes, that was me. That was Batman, TJ.
Yes, I remember.
I remember when I was that. Yeah, so you just learn. And now when I'm overwhelmed like that, I really like to make lists, just like on my phone or on a pad of paper, of like just to kind of clear my mind, just so I don't get too stressed out and barf. Or I'll just call. I have a couple people that I like to call and talk to on the phone to kind of like calm me down. But yeah, there's a lot of nuts things. We had like a microphone issue with room 133, which I also didn't handle well, but we learned from that too.
Yeah, what was the end result of that? I forget.
The school kept the microphone because we raised the money on their property.
Huh.
But with liberal arts, we released the show, and then this other web series from my college, like, was saying we copied them, which we didn't even know about the series, and they were like trolling all our videos and disliking them and commenting on them. And they made a Twitter called Liberal Farts and just like tweeted out insults at our show. It was the weirdest. that's ever happened.
That's a pretty epic troll, my dude.
It was.
Jeez.
Liberal parts, he's creative. So just dealing with that too kind of was really strange, but
Yeah, I can imagine. That's
yeah.
How do you really prepare for people being douchebags on the internet?
Yeah, and it was like our opening, like we just released it, so everyone was excited, and that kind of put a rain cloud on it. But
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
yeah,
Jonas,
things like that happen.
fair enough. So Jonas, you've been quiet this whole time. I'm gonna assume either A, you're drawing something horrible, or
Fell asleep.
B, you're dead.
Maybe in my heart, but no, I straight up have never seen or heard of any of the shit that you guys were talking about.
Well, maybe if you were a good friend, you would, care about my life and the things that I'm in, you piece of shit.
Listen, motherfucker.
You're supposed to
Maybe if
beef
you
up
were
on
a good
subject
friend, you'd
material.
show me your fucking creative endeavors.
Yeah, Brandon.
I'm sorry! But,
Brandon is fat and lazy.
yeah, exactly. That's
Brandon is fat and lazy, the podcast.
pretty much. I'm just gonna rename it at this point.
What is this called?
Fat and
Beefcast?
lazy cast.
Yeah. Yeah, fat and lazy cast.
No, it's the Beefcast because Brandon's YouTube channel name is BeefSneeze, so we kind of just evolve the name for a podcast.
Brand. I see.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Taking the brand worldwide. I actually found out, I was doing some Google searching. There is another podcast with the same name, and they
I saw
just
that.
talk about, like, actual beef.
Oh shit, that's far more interesting than what we're doing here.
I mean, they get down and dirty with it. It's kind of impressive.
Can we talk
honestly.
about beef?
We could, if you want. I mean,
What is your favorite kind of beef in relation to online content creation?
I mean, I enjoyed the beef between YouTubers that really plagued most of YouTube last year.
We're not talking about, like,
we're not talking about
figurative
metaphorical
beef.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Oh, I
I
see.
want literal beef. What is the highest grade product that you like to use for your content? Because I actually find that things with a lower marbling have a better pickup on HD cameras.
Oh. Well, it looks like...
You just said a lot of words right there, and I did not follow any of them.
You don't know about your beef? You don't know about your marbling? Little flecks of fat to increase flavor?
Oh.
A flex of fat?
Yeah, whenever you refer to beef and it's marbling, you're referring to, like, the little lines and dots of white fat that are, like, strewn about within the meat, because fat is flavor, and, like, the smaller the pieces of fat, the more flavor without, like, compromising the actual chewing of the beef. So if you get something with a high marbling, it's like a lot of little flecks of white without like big chunks of fat around the sides. I mean, it's going to have a lot of flavor. It's going to be a juicy steak.
One time at Denny's,
How
I
the fuck
found
do you
a
people- how
twist
did you
tie
start?
in my hamburger meat.
Wait, what?
That's
Can we work that in?
yeah.
Yeah, no, we'll leave in the twist tie. They
Twist
did.
tie.
So,
Cooked into
yeah.
the beef.
Oh.
That's
at
actually
Denny's.
almost impressive.
It was
Yeah.
supposed to be like the vegetables or something.
Mmm. It was
Does
good.
it taste good, or yeah?
Yeah, it was great.
Okay, it's not bad. I haven't been to Denny's in actual years, and I'm okay.
I
with
forget that Denny's is a place sometimes. I know they're like always open. They were open on like Christmas Day. I remember I was driving through town and I saw it open. I was like, oh, it's pretty, bums me out a little.
that. I just go to IHOP all the time now.
Mmm.
I've never been to IHOP. Are they good?
I mean,
Yeah, but no beef.
they have
Nope.
they have all-you-can-eat pancakes right now, and I like to go there and see how much I hate myself.
How much can you eat?
They start you off with 5, so I can usually get up to about like 7.
21?
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, I'm actually looking at the podcast page for Beefcast.com, and they actually have, if I'm not mistaken, it looks like several podcasts. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's a... You know how like they do like episode 500 or something, 520 to signify season 5, episode 20? In this case, there's actually 500 episodes.
Jesus Christ.
And the latest
All
being-
beef?
Apparently, recent episode 509 of Consumer Prices Risen to Ration Beef Demand. A quick check on what's up in the New Mexico beef industry as Truffles John Blue checks in with farm credit of New Mexico's Greg Carrasco. Well, I don't think we have to worry about copying off of them at all, because we don't really talk about beef. I mean, it's certainly direction.
Well established.
Definitely. Yeah.
Like, they got their shit together. Damn, that's impressive.
They're on I think they're on iTunes as well.
Fuck!
Oh god, yeah, all the episodes are on iTunes. But it looks like they ended their show, this episode 509 that I just said, that was released in 2012.
Oh,
so I
who cares?
think
We can pick up their audience.
Hell yeah.
I think fair use maybe will kick in by now, so we should be good. And if they want to sue us, please don't. But
I mean, now you're just
that's
giving them
okay.
the idea
We'll add a fun asterisk or not an asterisk, an accent to one of our E's, and we'll just make it something
Spell
better.
beef with 2 3s.
There you go.
oh, there you go. We'll do what Wham did, just like Wham UK will be Beefcast UK.
Or we could just do what Wham did and put an exclamation point at the end of Beefcast.
Oh shit,
That's
that's a
also
good
much
point.
better.
Or a
That's a
question
lot
mark.
easier.
Or a question mark.
Beefcast.
Beefcast?
It's a hypothetical podcast.
Put the
It's,
accent on the A. Beefcast? Which that actually also kind of brings up another question. TJ, you're notorious for having many rivals, at least at Mars High, in the content creation community. So how do you deal with competition, and how does it like stimulate your creativity, or is it just like
Yes.
yeah, is it?
No, I never ask for it. It always comes to me. I'll tell you that right now. But it kind of weirdly does when you have somebody like that. Like when we had people saying that we copied their web series, like bands everybody together and weirdly energizes people. There are definitely healthier ways to do that, so maybe that's something to work on. But for sure, that kind of thing happens. But I don't think it should.
Remember that time we lit a bagel on fire and filmed it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh? Was that a behind the scenes for one of the Room 133 episodes?
Oh, yeah.
You know it.
One of the competing morning news shows was called David and the Bagel, and so we lit a bagel on fire.
Oh, God, I remember that.
Protests.
Yeah, it was really... David and the Bagel was not good.
Yeah, our haters are our motivators, Brandon.
Yeah.
Are we going to see that on the extended DVD release of Room 133?
Season 8 DVD
Director's cut.
Sorry, director's cut.
I heard they were going to bring it back after we graduated with like
Yes, we were supposed to do it this last summer, and I had, not gonna lie, some pretty good ideas. But scheduling just got too crazy. So maybe one day, someday.
Maybe a big reunion.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'll help you out with that, and you can put it on my channel.
I'll make the thumbnail. I'm good at making the thumbnail.
Great.
Hell yeah.
Oh, this is really shaping up.
Exactly. We'll restart the Room 133 brand.
Right now.
Yep, right here. Let's go. Send me a script. Give me a line.
We could use the 2 3s from the 133 for Beefcast.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
Put
shit.
them together.
Genius.
Oh my god.
Ah!
That's how you do it.
You get sucked in somewhere?
Are you hurt?
A portal just kind of opened.
You went too deep.
Teleport you to Room 133.
Whoa!
Shit!
2012.
Oh no!
Oh god. Well, I mean, I guess now is as good a time as ever to give the little surprise that we've been wanting to give you,
Yeah.
TJ. And we mentioned it earlier before we started, but since we're on the topic of things that were created during high school, we have a friend who makes music,
And
or at least.
also, he's online
will.
right now.
Oh shit!
No, it always says that. He never answers, trust me.
God damn it.
Oh,
I was gonna say.
More of an uncle than a friend.
I mean, you wanna try him
definitely
anyway?
uncle.
You want to get him in here for this
Do it.
potentially?
I mean, I
Do it.
Let's see, at least see if he answers. If you want to.
I would be impressed. I'd be very impressed.
Hey, you know what? This is the Beefcast. Anything can happen.
All right, let's see if Uncle Al decides to answer.
Alan loves beef.
He really is. He could probably actually talk about beef for 509 episodes.
Maybe it's his podcast.
Shit, I didn't think about that. And that's why he ended it in 2012 to pursue Room 133.
That's correct.
Oh my gosh, the timeline is perfect.
Well,
I guess he's not coming, but that's okay.
The lore of Alan Shaffer is coming together.
moving a desk.
Yeah, he's probably moving a desk somewhere. It's fine.
Jonas, have you ever met Alan?
I don't even know if I've met you, man.
I feel like you guys did at my grad party.
Yeah, I did meet you at his grad party.
Jonas probably remembers. He sucks.
Yes, I
have
cared a little more
the
than you.
worst memory for faces of people I have met one time.
Alan was the dude that looks like Danny DeVito. Was extraordinarily nice. I mean, he's a great guy. Nice guy.
Great uncle.
Yeah, definitely a great uncle. But yeah, short, bearded, very, very hairy.
Every inch.
These things are not helping me. There were a couple short, hairy people at your grad party.
He kind of looked like my stepdad if you like cut off his like legs.
Dude, I don't even remember what your stepdad looks like.
You know what it looks like?
Do you realize I've seen you like 1-2 times in the past like 3 years?
Well, I mean, yeah, but
Just imagine that, but like covered in hair and like about a foot shorter, but just covered in hair, and also I guess with a musical affinity because in 2010, whenever we started high school, he debuted one of his most popular songs, "Love of My Life," and well, I mean, I listened to it recently, and I thought, you know what?
it still holds up.
It holds up, but it's just missing that something. That's something that we're just seeing in music in 2016 and now 2017. Like, so I gave it a little update for the times. I tried to stay true. Yeah, I tried to stay true to the original form. But I'll just drop that in the chat, and I don't know if Brandon will maybe play that over the video in post or something. But there you go.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I like to think of this version as more true to the version he played at the Mr. Mars show in freshman year. Whenever they,
a male pageant to be crowned Mr. Mars. For those who aren't familiar.
Yeah, Mr. Mars is a male.
There's a talent portion.
Yeah.
And he debuted this song.
And he won.
I gotta admit, I was really disappointed at the swimsuit portion.
Yeah.
Did not really live up to my expectations.
It was weird.
A little bit. It got a little weird. I don't know why they had a swimsuit portion, but hey, I don't know much about pageantry.
And I don't think you ever will.
I probably not. I'm
no offense.
busy.
Never say never.
It's true. Jonas, here, I'll sponsor you if you want to join a pageant.
Really?
I'll go in on that.
If you find me a pageant to sign up for, whatever.
Yeah, you could be like Miss America. I don't know.
Miss Beef.
There you go. We'll start our
our own
Miss Beef. There's got to be a Miss Beef pageant somewhere.
For sure.
Probably
in like rural Nebraska or something.
I'm Googling it.
You hear somebody Googling it.
Oh.
Hey.
But,
there is a prime beef festival in Warren County that has a Miss Prime Beef pageant.
There you go.
I'm sorry. No, it's Prime Beef Princess.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, is there a sign up? We'll get you in there.
I think it's too late. I think I
have to shit!
17 one.
God damn it!
They also have a show.
Why?
I just got a French website. It's all in French. I can't read it.
We'll start reading. You're French, aren't you?
Yeah, but I don't know my language, so.
God damn it! You're just the worst. You know that?
I see Overture in there, so.
There you go.
That's I know that. That's about it. But I guess there's really no Beefcast beef pageant, but we could start one.
We can absolutely start one.
We'll start it.
Maybe at the end of the year we'll have like an award show or something.
There you go.
And we'll just give out giant T-bone steaks.
Worst guest.
And a tiara made of ground beef.
Worst guess.
That's it. Just not even best, just worst.
No, worst guest award doesn't go to TJ. It goes to Jake because he interrupted my train of thought.
Oh,
That's pretty
you
common.
can throw raw beef at him.
There you go. We'll go find him in the Navy and hit him.
We'll swim to his boat
Just
and throw beef at him.
And then get fucking taken out by some kind of advanced Navy railgun.
Worth it.
Yeah, probably worth it. I feel like we've gotten off topic.
I don't think so.
I guess there's some logical progression there.
A little bit. I mean, have you listened to Love of My Life yet, though?
Oh, are we supposed to listen to it now?
I mean, I'd love to hear your reaction.
Okay, here I go.
Okay,
I'll play it right here. So, for a little context, for those of you that don't know what Love of My Life is, here's the original track, and then after that I will play the version that Weaver created. I will give you one warning. Here is your warning. It is really, really fucking loud. You will probably blow out your speakers if you try to listen to this on like very high volume. Weaver's kind of a dick. But yeah, so here's your warning. It's gonna get loud. But yeah.
The streets of town, I saw you there and I wondered to myself, did she notice me, did she see me, and if she did, what was her the love of my life. Walking down the streets of town, I saw you there and I wondered to myself, did she notice me, did she see me, and if she did, what was her
Jesus, I can.
I heard it.
Same.
Look out, iTunes.
Hell yeah.
It's gonna top the charts.
We're gonna do the whole song next.
Definitely.
Then you have to do his bullying song.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Then we have to bass
Yeah,
boost
Mahogany.
Mahogany. Yep. I mean, shit. Is there any recordings of Could It Be Jazz out there?
Oh yeah.
'Cause I would love to bass boost that one.
Could it
Could
be
it be
jazz?
Wada?
Could It Be Jazz is the legendary first ever song,
Could it
at
be
least that
jazz?
I know of.
That's the
I
first
used-
song that I knew of.
Yeah.
I've never heard that one before.
It's not on YouTube, but
Oh no.
He took it down?
oh wait, I didn't think it was on YouTube ever. I thought it was just that we had
I've-
insider information that it
No, I've
existed.
only heard it on YouTube.
Oh shit, let me look.
I'm gonna check now too. I got Mahogany, which is another banger, which I'll definitely
Yeah,
So
plug
I-
that.
definitely work on.
Plug Mahogany.
I type in could, and the first two results: could Trump win? Could Hillary still win? Really?
Could it be
Oh.
jazz?
Yeah.
The
Could it
three
be
questions
jazz?
of our generation.
Could it be
Could
Satan?
it be jazz?
Could Trump win? Could it be jazz?
And then there's also could it be Satan?
All viable options.
Could it be Satan as the death metal cover? Okay, could it be jazz? Alan Shaffer.
Whenever I see the thumbnail for Imagine a World Without Bullying, it makes me think of that Yes album that has Roundabout on it. 'Cause it's just like pictures of the world on it.
Yeah, kind of. I think it's fragile. Yeah, no.
I'm not seeing.
I'm only seeing Mahogany.
Are you on the microsynth channel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is great radio. Maybe he took it down.
Could be. That's
It was too good.
It was too good for YouTube.
Alan. If you're out there listening, please, we need another recording. of
Search
Could
it on
Be Jazz.
title.
There we go. Search it on iTunes.
Brandon, he's got more subscribers than you.
How about you fuck off?
He
How about that one?
doesn't have more subscribers than me, though, so we're good.
Yeah,
I don't have beef with him.
beef.
I get it.
Back to beef.
It all ties back. Oh man, I have watched every video on this channel except for the FlipCon one.
Yeah, that one's great.
Only a true fan would watch the flip
Flip
too.
I'm just an Alan Shaffer fan. If this gets big, I'm taking Alan and his music with me. You know.
I'm
Yeah.
taking Alan.
I'm taking. We're getting the
This
and I'm
gets
taking
big.
Alan.
I'm taking Alan.
Ah!
Oh no!
Hey.
No, but I mean, like, going back to, like, our original topics,
Thank God.
that's... but, like, that right there, I mean, we joke around and stuff like that, but that was, like, really, really awesome back then. I remember when he first debuted the songs in my history class, and, like, I just thought it was so cool. Like, not only the music, but the fact that someone, you know, like, my age was making stuff and, like, creating stuff like that. And that... I thought that was great, and it kind of inspired me a little bit. I would say maybe it planted the seeds of creativity. So maybe Alan's, you know, the original inspiration for all of this. Who knows?
For sure. I mean, honestly, joking aside, I wouldn't have known about Alan if he hadn't have done that, and I probably could not have done Room 133 without him. So that's another cool thing about creative things that does not really apply for many other things. I can't really name anything else that kind of inspires like a domino effect, you know?
Yeah, like, you know.
Music, or whether it's a book or music or a video game or anything like that.
I mean, it definitely, you know, I would say creative works bring people together way more than anything else. I mean,
Definitely.
shit, since we started thinking of this whole endeavor, I've talked to Weaver and Jonas more than I could possibly stomach, but...
Sorry.
I'm sorry, too.
I'm not. You made the fucking Beefcast.
Hey, if you can think of a better
You
name...
deserve us.
If you can think of a better name, please feel free.
We can make a different name now. I already made the thumbnails.
Oh no! What are we gonna
Shit!
do without those thumbnails?
He's
It's not like I could just change them like that. That's too hard.
He's made
I'm lazy.
thumbnails ever.
Oh man, it's gonna be so hard to click text box and type in a different name.
I'm like the Marvel Cinematic Universe over here. I'm already projected into like 2030. Like I have everything laid out. If this goes wrong, even by like a small margin, that would just phase shift everything. Be blown out of proportion.
Are you telling me you have everything prepared for 20 years?
I
Yes.
can't wait.
Be-
Look me in the eye and
Beefcast
tell me that you have the thumbnail done for episode 2.
I'm looking. Is that the one that's going to debut in 2030? Is that what episode 2 is finally going to come out?
I mean,
Actually, by the time we get all the edits done, the time we sift through all that mess that was episode 2, it might actually be out by 2030.
By the time we go through and censor all of Jake's implied hard R's, just
I mean,
generalize Jake.
By the time I even get around to editing it, because I'm fat and lazy.
Oh,
There's your
don't call it a callback.
Hey, that's me.
Hey, I'm Brandon. I'm fat and lazy.
And here's the Beefcast. Anyway. Oh man, maybe I'll just say that at the beginning of every podcast now.
Maybe that's the theme song.
Exactly.
Just save it as a soundbite and have it pop up sporadically throughout the
I'm fat and
episode.
lazy.
I'll just put it on a soundboard that I can just play anytime.
Yeah, there you go. If we ever do live streaming or something, every time you get a new subscriber on Twitch,
If we ever do a
it'll play
live
that.
show.
Yeah. Let's go. I'm fat and lazy.
That is my alarm.
I'm pretty sure the funniest thing you ever said to me, TJ, was whenever you talked about how you had I can't remember what the fucking song is, Blurred Lines as your alarm, and how it starts with "Everybody get up," and you're just like, okay.
Everybody get up. All right.
Well, oh man, did I? You know, I'm sad that a lot of the things we did in broadcast are just lost to the
Sad.
ether.
You know what? I'm sad.
That's it. That's the end of it.
I'll never be happy. And
I wish I could be happy.
No, I think they're probably better in our memories than they actually were. So
Probably.
probably
I just missed
best.
the car wash thing.
Yeah.
That was easily my favorite. That actually, have there been any like failed projects or projects that just didn't come to fruition that you wish you could go back to or wish you could do justice?
Well, I really try with like these giant big ones that I talk about 24/7 to make sure that I'm like all in before I start talking about it, because like the worst kind of person is the person that's plugging things and like never follows through. I'm sure we all know people like that.
Oh, that's me. That's me.
You. But no, you guys are all fine. I'm talking like really, really obnoxious people that do that all the time.
I feel like I know who you're trying
Oh, who knows? But anyway, there was one project over the summer I wanted to do a show here, and I already started like putting some feelers out and asking people, and then we didn't get the grant that we needed. So, but I never publicly posted about that. But that was just kind of kind of embarrassing to like go re-text everybody about it. So that kind of sucks. Yeah. And then with Liberal Arts, the last web series I did, we worked for like 12 months on that, and we tried to do post-production in like a month, and it did not work. So the post-production on it is bad, and so that like really pissed me off for like a month or two. Just like all of the hours that we worked on it, and just because a couple editors like didn't come through, kind of messed it up. But you know, you got to look at it that like the literal product is kind of the tip of the iceberg, and you know, everybody that I met and all the things that we learned, which sounds corny and stupid, but are pretty important too. So
Oh yeah, absolutely.
if you look at it with just the final product, and you can nitpick anything forever, no matter how good it is. So
Right.
It's like that, I don't remember the exact quote, but it was Thomas Edison, I think. He basically is like, I learned the 100 ways not to make a light bulb, you know?
And 100 ways to steal someone else's ideas.
Right.
Ooh.
Shay.
I'll fight Thomas Edison. I don't give a shit.
What was the other guy?
Shots fired.
Tesla.
Tesla.
Yeah.
They're doing all right.
Yeah, they're dead. I mean, so that's better than I'm doing right now.
I meant the company Tesla. But...
Subscribe for more quality content.
I thought
those two guys are doing all right. Rotting in dirt.
Hell yeah.
God, I wish that were me. I love the low-key existential motif that's present this episode. It's really tying everything together.
Brandon's like, yeah, we did a web series in high school. I'm very, very sad right now.
I'm going to kill myself. No, this is not a cry for help. I promise.
Beefcast is not a cry for help.
That's why I started this. I just wanted to air my dirty laundry.
I mean, we could talk. I mean, actually, that's actually gave me a good idea here. We talked about TJ's projects. How about Brandon? What are some projects that you've taken? I have one in mind, and I think you know the one I'm thinking of.
Are you gonna make me talk about Django Unchained too?
Well, yeah, that and the whole Tu Wang clan. Like, give us the rundown on both of those things.
Well, I mean, I don't know. The whole Tu Wang clan was just because Jake and I thought we were funny, and I mean, I already kind of explained the origin and everything in the first episode.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I mean, it was one of those things. Like, I would just go over to Jake's house, and he'd be like, "Hey, you want to like play a game?" I was like, "Sure." You want to record it? And he's like, "All right." So then we did, and I was just talking to Jake the other day actually about how much we lost, and I think we still have a lot of sound files left, but not video files. So we kind of want to do like take the best bits just completely out of context and just upload them as just one big long like lost episode.
Huh.
Which I think
could
would
be like
silly and fun.
I mean, hell yeah, definitely. So like, what would you say? Because there was a point when you guys were really seriously into it with the whole channel, Tu Wang Clan. Because I remember like when it debuted, you guys were promoting all over the place on Facebook, on Twitter, on Tumblr even. And
Oh
like,
yeah, Jake did Tumblr. I forgot about that.
there was a lot of consistent uploads, especially that initial year. Like, were you guys like actually pretty serious about it? Like, were you thinking, hey, we could maybe take this somewhere, or was it still like kind of a casual thing?
Nah, Jake just had a lot more free time than I did. And he was also the one that pirated Sony Vegas, so there's that. I mean, I don't know. I it's one of those things, like, if you set out, especially with YouTube and like, I don't want to say digital media as a whole, but like, I mean, if you set out like saying that, yeah, I'm gonna get famous, yeah, I'm gonna get all this money doing this, then it's not gonna happen. You're not gonna put as much effort into it. You're not gonna put your soul into it. You got to do something you enjoy. You got to be doing it for the right reasons. And that was never, I don't think that ever really crossed our mind. We just kind of did it because it was fun.
Yeah.
And I think that's really important. Definitely.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think especially with the whole playground of digital media versus like traditional media, there's a lot more opportunity, but it also kind of takes, like, I don't know. You have to know how to play the game.
Definitely.
You have to know how to read an audience that isn't exactly there. Like,
it's really hard to grow things from scratch without, like, on your own,
true.
So it's definitely a different, but it's becoming the norm now. I mean, YouTube is vastly popular, and just the internet over television and traditional media as a whole. It's just, times are changing. I mean, they've been changing, and it's continuing in that direction, and it's a new frontier for content creators who have the experience and the know-how to make something and get it to an audience, but at the same time, for someone who's like on their own or just wants to do it as a hobby, you also have to sift your way through all the other stuff could be very similar to what you have out already. So
yeah, I mean, and there's so much fucking competition. Like, how many millions of videos are uploaded to YouTube a day?
Oh yeah.
You gotta stand out somehow. You gotta do something to set yourself apart.
How many fucking Let's Play channels are there?
Exactly. Once fucking PewDiePie blew up, they saw, people saw, like, hey, literally anyone can do this.
Yeah.
And everybody tried to cash in on that, but then only certain people kind of rose above that because they offered something unique.
Exactly. And it's not easy. It's not easy at all. I mean, people on the outside really think, you're playing video games and stuff for a living. It takes even more man hours, some would argue, even than like a traditional job, because you have to put in your own time around your own schedule to make stuff. Not even with just Let's Plays, just with YouTube as a whole. It's you have to put in the man hours, edit videos, got to market yourself. That's the hardest part, is marketing yourself, definitely. But yeah.
Yeah, I think when it's something that you start and you create, and you like run on your own is way more involved than just a job that you got hired for, that you applied for.
Oh yeah.
Because you're kind of thinking about it nonstop. If you're all in on it, at least.
Mm-hmm. And you're essentially like, you're trying to sell yourself, essentially.
Yeah, I was thinking that the other day when like no one knows about the show that I'm writing, so sometimes when I'm frustrated, or like when I'm not really happy with a scene or something like that, but I still have to go and interview to like get the theater or whatever, you kind of have to be like your biggest fan of the piece, even though it's not done, and even if it might be like not good right now.
Yeah.
You have to be like, yeah, like he said, you have to sell yourself and sell the piece.
And sell your body sometimes.
Sell your body.
That helps.
To get ahead. We've all done it.
Yeah, I mean, how do you think I got 50 views on the first episode,
How do you think we got this podcast?
I know, yeah.
Exactly. How many people had to die to get this podcast on air?
Oh, yeah. Brandon slept with a lot of people.
Hundreds have died.
Thousands have died.
Oh, that was it.
Shout out to Justin Roiland. Maybe we can get him on the show.
Shout out to my close personal friend.
He's everyone's close personal friend,
Shout
it
out to
seems
my
like.
dad.
Shout out to Brandon's dad.
Well, yeah. Also Justin Roiland.
Maybe we'll get him on the show. Brandon's dad.
I was gonna say my dad,
Yeah.
Justin Roiland. I don't.
Your dad.
How about both? They could fight.
Justin Roiland's dad. Let's get Justin Roiland's dad.
That'd be a unique take on it. I like that.
It's just Justin Roiland doing the Rick voice.
In a wig.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's definitely, I think, one of the scariest parts of creating anything is having to put yourself out there. You know, I mean, whenever you create and release anything, you're, especially online too, you know, you're putting yourself in front of literally everybody in the world that can access the internet.
Anybody.
You know what's funny though? Like, whenever I upload shit, even when I used to upload shit, whenever I was less focused, and I would just upload shit because, you know, kids with cameras upload shit to YouTube. It didn't really faze me about putting on YouTube. What fazed me was people, like, I knew in my life to see it. Like, I remember when I was, like 15, I did videos and stuff, just goofing around and stuff, and they kind of had a loose focus, and I uploaded them to YouTube, and then someone put it on Facebook, and I was like, oh, well, that's the line, that's the line in the sand. We gotta take these down. I can't have people I know seeing this, so I just got rid of everything, kind of just, you know, when hiding YouTube-wise for a little bit there, but like, it was funny, because now thinking about it, it's like, you were putting that out for anyone in the world to see, and that didn't faze you, then, you know, if someone you know saw that, that's a game changer. But, I mean, I still really don't really promote my stuff on Facebook, or, I mean, I'm doing Twitter now, but I don't really, I think that's maybe a thing I could start doing, honestly, is getting an actual promotion thing going on, but...
I'm just gonna start paying for ads. I'm gonna spend money to promote my dumb shit.
You gotta spend money to make money, Brandon.
On your just like regular statuses.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put ads on there. In order to read my status, you have to watch an ad. I'm gonna monetize all the memes that I share.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
In order to look at this,
you'd be like the rest
picture,
of Facebook, so you know.
Yeah, in order to look at this dumb picture, you have to pay me.
Please pay $5 to watch this parakeet sing "Take on Me" by Aha.
There you go.
We could put like highlights from the Beefcast with thick black borders with this bold text like
Who did this?
who did this, and a crying emoji.
And it's just us yelling.
Some guys yelling about beef.
Oh god,
Who did this?
That's, you know, actually, let's talk about that. Let's talk about Facebook media. Let's talk about that, because I have strong feelings about Facebook media.
I hate it.
Yeah, I fucking...
Alright, the end.
Good night.
We've talked about it. No, so what are your feelings, Zachary?
Okay, well, like, the thing is, like, a lot of the stuff I see, I genuinely enjoy it. When people share videos, I look at them, you know, whenever you scroll through them, they play automatically, just to get an instant view, because that's how the Facebook has it set up. You know, it's saying get quick views. If you like linger over the video too long, it just starts playing. But a lot of them I don't mind. What really bothers me is, like we just joked about, the thick black borders, the, you know, whenever they add all these emojis and all these texts, these big captions, they kind of tell you what you're supposed to be thinking when you're watching the video. It's like, no, just let me watch the video and I'll draw my own conclusions. I'll laugh at the jokes. You don't have to point out the joke to me. Or, like, watch till the end. It's really funny. No, like, now I'm not going to watch it at all. And, like, another big thing, too, is the freebooting. Like, whenever a big page, okay, like Unilad or, what's another one? I don't know. I can't think of another one, but Unilad, whatever. And they post these videos that are, like, credit and then just, like, a YouTube link. It's just like, you can't just upload someone's full video on Facebook and monetize it and just throw a link to the original YouTube video and say, you know, you're golden. That's not how that works. You know, that's not fair use. It's literally just someone's... I remember a YouTuber, Donkey, one of my favorite YouTubers, his video was literally just taken, uncut, unedited, thrown on Facebook, millions of views. And it's just like, that's not your video. That's his...
It feels like the lowest form of, like, anything.
Yeah,
It's just blatant theft.
All the comments are just like other people's names tagged, and
Mhm.
Yes.
it's just awful.
You know, I'm guilty of that though. I'm guilty of.
Yeah, I do it too, but it's just like the person who made this video didn't want. I don't know.
I mean,
Didn't want their.
it's still a cesspool. I mean, like,
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just.
I don't know. It's just, I actually did like a whole fucking speech on that, and I remember the one. I actually took a public speaking class a couple semesters ago, and I did like a final persuasive speech on that, and I was like, you guys need to fucking, like, the only way this is gonna stop is if you take action. But like, if you take it from a YouTuber that like that's their job and that's their career, you know, they make money off of their videos, and you get some dickhead like fucking SoFlo Antonio who's been doing it for God knows how long.
Forgot about that.
The fat. What's his name? Like the fat Jew. Is that a person?
Oh yeah, that is.
He got in like major legal trouble for it.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
The fat Jew?
I really
that's
hope
the
you're
guy.
not just like describing the person.
No,
like,
that was his username. No,
Username the fat Jew?
Yeah,
Oh, God.
I promise.
You're gonna want to clarify.
What
that
is
one
up with
a
his
little bit.
hair?
Yeah, no, I know exactly who he's talking about, and that's actually his username.
Actual.
Oh, he's a plus-size model.
What the fuck? I didn't know that.
Like,
American pop culture commentator and model. Pop culture commentator. That doesn't feel like a real job description to me.
AKA stole shit. But like,
Yeah.
the amount of money that, 'cause, I mean, these videos on Facebook rake in like up to hundreds of thousands to like millions of views. And
Oh,
that's-
it's literally competition with YouTube, I would say.
and that's views that could be going to these people that like this is their job. They need this ad revenue. Like these people are losing potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's fucking ridiculous to me. Like and yet Facebook doesn't do anything about it. Like it's so easy for people to get away with.
Jesus.
It blows my mind. Like, I don't know how there isn't a better system in place for this.
So, I'm looking at his page right now, and his banner is just keeping up with the Kardashians. And I guess he superimposed his face over one of the babies, I guess. But let's look at his videos. That's really where... okay. Here's the thing I hate. It's one thing for them to rip YouTube videos and shit. Okay, that's one thing. When it's fucking movie trailers, have you guys seen this? When it's like, I need to see this movie now. Wow emoji, and it's literally just a straight movie trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And like, that just pisses me off so much. Just a random page, a full movie trailer from a company. From a studio that is actually trying to sell this movie. They just rip it, and this gets like millions of views. It was like, I don't remember the name of the movie, but it was one going around for a while, and it's just like, it was this Halle Berry movie, I think, about like her son getting lost at like an amusement park or something, gets like kidnapped or whatever, and I saw so many pages just share it with that same thick border emoji, I gotta see this movie now, and it's just like, that's just stealing, like, why aren't they being sued? That's direct theft.
And whose life is it to take a video, put a border on it, and post different ones like every day with captions?
Yeah, exactly.
Whose life is that?
Oh,
It's just, ugh. I don't know. I'm really passionate about this subject, and I don't know,
it gets him real sweaty.
it gets me really sweaty and angry.
Beefy.
It gets me really I got beef with Facebook.
Oh, that should be a segment on this show called I Got Beef, and we talk about what's bothering you.
Oh shit!
Write it down!
I got beef with the fat Jew.
Oh god.
Take
The
that one out of
episode title.
context.
I feel like HuffPost has an article waiting for you, Brandon, with your name on it.
Fucking BuzzFeed's gonna make a whole video on me.
Fat Ginger takes on Fat Jew.
There it is. Oh, man.
You're not fat, Brandon. You're beautiful.
I'm a fat piece of shit. What are you talking about?
I'm fat and lazy.
I'm about to eat right after this. Like, I might even get the biggest Jimmy John sandwich that they have.
Oh shit.
Cause you know me.
How big? Do they not just have like the 6 inch and then foot long?
Nope. they're all like around 8, and then they have one that's like the gargantuan where they just put 7 different kinds of meat in it.
Jesus Christ.
It's ridiculous.
Sounds delicious.
It is. It's pretty good.
You ever go to
Sponsored by
Arby's
Jimmy
and get the
Yeah, sponsor. Fucking.
Can we get Jimmy John on the show?
Yeah, we can talk about his
Talk
big
about-
game hunting.
Papa John?
Yes.
We'll get him. Have him bring his son. What's his son's name? I forget.
Bo.
Bo's in the house.
Bo's in the
Those in the house.
Oh, what a god. I mean,
Yeah, we can talk about Jimmy John's big game hunting.
Yeah.
we could have both of them on the same episode. Just have it be Battle of the Johns.
Papa John tries Jimmy John's for the first time.
There it is. That's
a BuzzFeed
clickbait
video.
article waiting to happen.
That's a BuzzFeed video right there.
Yep.
Hire me.
Hire me, BuzzFeed. I'll replace Joe Bernstein.
I don't know who that is.
He was the gentleman who was responsible for taking down MD World Peace. I got beef with Joe Bernstein. We'll cut that out. Don't worry.
Okay. So, I do also want to ask TJ, who do you think, like what would you say your biggest like creative influences are, as far as like, you know, who you take inspiration from? I mean, of course, you've kind of blossomed into your own style and everything like that as the
Brandon.
years have gone by.
Thank you.
Hey,
No
problem.
I guess I don't know. I guess I mean obviously Steve Carell, of course.
Yeah, that's kind
Yeah.
of.
I
It
really like
was a very good impression. Very
yes,
good.
my
Carell.
Steve Carell impression. I really like how Lin-Manuel Miranda has used social media to kind of market his, like he'll tweet like scribblings of his first drafts of stuff, and you don't really have any other writer of like a popular show, movie, or anything that has done that the way that he's done it. And not being afraid to like here's the first time we ever sang this, or here's the first draft of this, and kind of like interact with people like that is really cool to me.
I remember, I think, I don't know, I've never seen Hamilton, never listened to the soundtrack. I know barely anything about it. I mean, I've seen Moana, and I fucking loved it. That's probably arguably the best Disney movie they've put out since Tangled.
Yeah, you should listen to Hamilton. Should we plug Hamilton on this podcast, dude?
Hell yeah.
Maybe we'll get
You need some help.
tickets.
yeah, can I?
If we
I get
pick, we'll
tickets?
get tickets. I don't want to take a loan out to get the tickets.
Please
but,
go see Hamilton.
But I do remember the one thing he tweeted. It was something about prepositions being important. It was like, my son kicked me in the balls, around the balls, and through the balls. I thought that was the funniest fucking thing for like a week. So, I like him.
Yeah. He does. He has some good meme tweet retweets on Twitter too. But
Hell yeah.
gosh, yeah. And then a bunch of like comedians and stuff that I just like to follow and
Yeah,
follow to see what their careers are like. But
I see.
what about you?
Well, you know, I'm fat, and I'm also.
Are you lazy?
Are you lazy?
Shit. I mean, I'd say as far as YouTube goes, definitely, you know, Donkey and JonTron as well. Especially, I mean, JonTron's definitely a big one. But like, I mean, with more traditional media, I mean, I fucking love Eric Andre.
Yeah.
Just,
He's great.
I mean, just the amount of shit that he gets away with just astounds me, and I
Did
love
you see
it.
him at the RNC
Yeah,
convention?
I watched both of them.
Oh man.
Oh God, I just love. I want to be that fearless in what I make, essentially, because I mean, especially I was reading an interview with him, and like how he does his show. He doesn't tell the guests anything that's gonna happen, like, and he tries to get people who don't really like, who wouldn't really expect the shit that he does, like, and it blows my mind how he can be that fearless and still like that's. I mean, he's funny as hell, but
Yeah.
I love Eric Andre.
Tim and Eric are like that too. They'll do
Yes.
interviews and like have their eyes closed for the whole interview.
Yeah, I was also gonna say Tim and Eric. I think
Yeah.
you and I have gone over them a lot. I mean, that's fucking love Tim and Eric.
Yeah.
I mean, I still think I have my name as Totino's Pizza Boy on like several things. There was one more that I was thinking of, and I cannot for the life of me remember.
Yeah.
I definitely think, I mean, that kind of goofy, you know, silly sense of humor mixed with that fearlessness to just do whatever the fuck you want. That really speaks to me, and I enjoy that.
Yeah.
That's
Louis C.K.
Yeah.
Louis C.K. will just, you know, he doesn't like send the network any scripts or anything. He just produces it, and
yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I mean, I love Always Sunny. The whole cast
Yeah.
of the show.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, those are people, like, they shot the pilot on their own, and then they shopped it around themselves to networks and stuff, so...
Yeah, exactly. That's
crazy.
a great example.
That's actually really inspiration. Like, really inspirational to me.
I love stories like that. And then Louis did that new show, Horace and Pete. I don't know if you guys heard of that.
No, I haven't heard of that one.
He paid for the whole thing, and he like shot it himself, so he didn't have to like he like decided however many episodes and all that stuff, and just like put it on his website for $5. And
oh wow.
Yeah, I don't know how successful it was, but just kind of that self-made, making your own opportunities kind of mindset.
That's I think a lot of what that was what drove me to like Tyler the Creator as well when I first started getting into his music. Like I mean, since he started, has largely produced all of his own beats, you know, obviously written his own songs, done all his own cover art, shot all of his own videos. Like, he's everything from the ground up. Like, he built it himself.
Yeah. So people that do get successful in that way, I think, are around longer and are more successful than somebody who just gets, like, quote-unquote discovered or whatever.
Right. And then has somebody else do it for them, essentially.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that picture of, it was like Justin Bieber and someone else, and it was like his song Baby, and like you see how many people wrote the song, and then like another musician, you know, they just like writer him.
Exactly.
And I think there's so much more satisfaction too, like with you said with the Louis C.K. his new show. It would be a bit harder. He just took control of his own project. He promoted it himself. He did all the work. He paid for it himself. And, you know, even if it is a flop or a success, the fact that he was in control of it the entire time, he was responsible for it. He didn't have to answer to anyone for it. You know, it was all for him. I think that's a really big part for me, too, because I feel like that's a really important point, to just be able to have control of anything that you work on. And that you kind of lose that if you... Even with traditional media, that's why YouTube is so great, because you can kind of just promote yourself and do your thing. I mean, I know they have networks, but...
And there are definitely cons to that, too, of having to raise your own money and market yourself and stuff, but having creative freedom.
Yeah, I definitely think that's really important.
It's harder to get going when you're just on your own, but in the long run, when you have that, when you're in charge of everything and you're doing it, I think it's more beneficial over time. You may not see the results immediately. And that's the thing that often discourages me whenever I'm in a really long drought of traffic to my channel or just traffic for inspiration. Just, I think of like, I want the instant gratification of having a successful video on my channel or something, and whenever it doesn't happen, it really bums me out, and I kind of want to stop. But then you have to keep that momentum going, even like no matter what, even in tough times.
And I got 5 more minutes, Boas. Final thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, is there any
beef?
Pretty much, yeah.
And it's fat and lazy.
Yep. So I don't know. I mean, is there anything you want to plug in the last 5 minutes? Anything that
Please check out Microsynth, youtube.com/Microsynth, and please click on Mahogany. Give that a thumbs up.
Yeah. Leave a like.
Leave a like. Leave a comment.
I'm gonna upload Web of My Life to Facebook with
check that out.
Who did this caption on it.
There you go.
Check out Hamilton. Check out the Fat Jew on Facebook.com.
Report his page for stealing.
And check out Room 133.
Check out Room 133. We've got new content every week.
We got, we're doing a podcast.
We're moving desks.
133 cast.
Yep.
It's
130.
It's
It's
Hey, maybe one day we'll have a reunion, and they'll all be on the Beefcast or something.
Yeah, we can have like a panel.
Exactly.
There you go.
Like at the end of The Office, there'll just be a big panel.
Let's do it. Go fund me.
Go fund Room 133.
Go fund
Jonas, any final thoughts?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Good.
How do you end these things?
Well, usually we say some dumb shit and then
Check.
say goodbye.
And it fades out into Smash Mouth.
Screaming.
It fades into screaming. Yeah, I don't know. We don't have a set outro yet. Which I probably should.
Well,
work.
why don't we
We
play
just
Mahogany?
found it. Fade out into screaming. Now we have to
Play
start
Mahogany. Play Mahogany. I
Play
like that.
Mahogany out.
I'll play Mahogany throughout the whole thing.
Buy
On
the
them.
rights. Make sure you buy the rights.
Yeah, I'll give Alan like $10. This is
Get him
my
a sloppy
song,
Joe sandwich.
Yeah. That's yeah.
On a sub, on like a hoagie roll.
Yeah, exactly. A big sloppy Joe.
That's how you buy his songs.
You just gotta buy him food.
Give him a meatball hoagie.
Yep. Give him a pizza with ranch and French fries on it.
I mean, I'll sell my channel for like a Sheets gift card.
Alright.
All right. Well, TJ, thank you for joining us today. Thanks
Brandon,
for-
thank you for your continued support.
Hey, you know what?
Jonas and Zach, I thank you as well.
You're
Thanks,
welcome. I know I provided a whole lot.
Yeah. We honestly could have probably just done this tomorrow while Jonas was gone.
I didn't need you.
I mean, hey,
Brandon, he's the love of your life.
there it is.
He's the wub of your life.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
I mean, we could keep going after TJ leaves. We could make it a secret ending where Jonas speaks.
Oh man,
sure.
I got chicken. I got chicken to eat.
Of course
He's got
you do.
chicken.
It'll be the behind the
I always
scenes.
record when people are fucking cooking dinner.
Well,
I get hungry
why are they always cooking food?
Because I'm always hungry.
because it is dinner time.
Tell them
And
to cook dinner for me.
you, okay, but I mean, we'd
Didn't
have
you
to
just order
drive
Jimmy
20
John's?
hours to fucking get you food. I think it'd get cold.
Probably not. Just put it in a heater.
It'd stay warm because I'm always heated. That was a bad joke.
Why he's
And-
always
And on
We'll
that,
see you next time.
good night, everybody.
Good night.
Meh.